At nagbabalik po ang Morning Balitaktakan. Alam nyo mga ka-MB, ngayong Pasko, sabi nga natin it's the season of giving love, giving attention, giving help as well. And isa sa mga pinaka-important na banggit natin kanina, pag tumatanda, palungkot ang Pasko. Pero baka naman hindi lang malungkot, baka naman may pinagdadaanan ang mga tao na kailangan nating i-address or kailangan nila ng makikinig sa kanila para kahit papaano ay gumaan-gaan ang kanilang pakiramdam. And speaking of that, we have here our mental health advocate and book author po ng isang libro tungkol naman sa schizophrenia. Ayan, ladies and gentlemen, ang founder po ng isang mental health advocate group dito sa Baguio City, Ma'am Leslie Dulfo. Ayan, good morning po.
Good morning. Ayan, naka-on.
Oo. Ma'am, 2018 nag-create ka ng isang group for para i-advocate ang mental health. Ito yung Keep Going Baguio.
Yes, I started with that. I became a founder for Keep Going Baguio. One of the founders, along with other founders na who are also well adept in mental health as mental health warriors na tinatawag.
Bakit po? Kumbaga, anong background ninyo? Kayo ba ay do you have friends na nakaranas ng mga ganitong mental health problems or ikaw mismo? Ano po ang background nito? Bakit natin binuo?
Actually, I was diagnosed with schizophrenia in the early stages of my life. So, parang when I was 28 years old, medyo malayo-layo na, but I was diagnosed with that. And ever since, I've tried to advocate. Kasi ang hirap ng pakiramdam na wala kang makakausap, wala kang hinga ng tulong. And I don't want other people to go through that part again. Kasi iba talaga yung sakit ng ulo, yung worries mo, yung lahat, a combination of things.
Ma'am, if you're open to talk about yung naging situation mo noon, ano yung mga, kumbaga, pinakamahirap na naranasan mo dahil dito?
Schizophrenia kasi involves either auditory or visual hallucinations. Perhaps yun yung pinakamahirap para sa akin kasi I could hear things about telling myself na hindi ka worth it, hindi ka ganun kagaling, hindi ka naman, you're nothing. Parang ganun. It goes on parang whispering to you every day na, or something like immoral ka, mga ganung stuff. So, it's hard. Yun yung pinakamahirap kasi takot kang lumabas. Kahit when, for example, when I go out in crowds, parang naririnig ko, tinatawanan nila ako. Ganun ang effect sa akin. And natatakot ako sa tao, natatakot akong lumabas. I just would stay home and I had thoughts na talagang kakaiba.
Na hanggang sa you want to end everything, may mga ganun.
May mga ganun kasi may mga bumubulong sa akin. Like for example, there was a time when I was at a public hospital, parang super taas nun. Parang there was something na telling me na I had to go up dun sa pinakataas. I tried to calm myself that day. Kasi nga, sabi ko parang irrational talaga. So, that was one of the worst things na talagang pinagdaanan ko.
Parang mahirap kasi parang hindi mo alam kung ano yung susundin mo. Lalo pag siguro kung ako yung ilalagay ko yung sarili ko dun sa naging situation mo, siguro parang naguguluhan ka na kung ano ang tama sa mali kasi nga yun yung mga bumubulong.
Yes. Being able to check kung reality ba or imagination mo or it's just a combination of things, parang ganon.
That's why you created this Keep Going Baguio. So far po, Ma'am, before tayo lumipat dun sa Keep Going Baguio, dito naman tayo sa book. Yun ba ang reason kung bakit nag-create ka ng mga books?
Yes, yun din ang reason. Kasi I think everybody talks about silent battles talaga about mental health. And when we started Keep Going Baguio, and then I also founded another one, yung Alpas Mental Health Community. Yung mga books, I think it really help other people kasi I am able to share my life. Yun nga lang, medyo personal yung sinishare ko. Pero I think it helps people na isipin na hindi lang pala ako ang dumaan sa ganyang pagkakataon or something na sad or something like depression, ganon. So, everybody might or may not go through it. Pero, nare-realize natin na you are really not alone. And there are people who can reach out to you and whom you can reach out to rin.
Na they are able to understand kung anong pinagdadaanan nyo and they are able to relate and gusto makakapulot sila ng inspiration doon on how to be as strong as you. Pero personally, when you were writing your book, ano yung naging impact talaga nito sa'yo naman as someone na kumbaga dumaan sa ganitong mga pagkakataon?
Actually, ang tingin ko, for me, advocacy and the books helped me heal in my own way. It is also part of my journey and my own healing. Kaya I continue with the advocacy kasi nga yun, it has helped me as much as it has helped other people.
So, ibig sabihin, dito mo siya na isusulat. Dito mo, kasi sabi po nila, mama, no, it's very important na ina-accept mo kung ano yung meron sa'yo. Kasi in that way, mas malakas ka eh. Kasi tanggap mo kung ano yung reality ba sa buhay mo. So, parang ganun, pag sinusulat mo siguro ano yung mga nangyari sa'yo, ay mas napapatunayan mo na strong ka kasi kaya mo siyang harapin, kaya mo siyang ikwento.
As to strength, hindi ko masasabi na talaga I was strong enough, ganon. Pero eventually, we all come to a point na we survive and we keep on continuing with things. Pero as a writer, parang ang feeling ko, I was able to cope up with things through writing. And it has helped me express myself as well as express my thoughts to other people.
And you have upcoming books pa. Ano ang title ng iyong unang pinublish na book and saan ba siya nakikita or nabibili?
The first book was Musings of a Schizophrenic under Kyoto. It's online. May mga books na parating under Kyoto. And then by 2024, I'll have the Journal of Musings of Schizophrenic. And then on a lighter note, by May, I'll have Anecdotes of a Schizophrenic.
Wow. And for sure, marami ang matutulungan nitong book na mga sinusulat mo. Keep Going Baguio. Ito ay isang advocacy group. Gaano ba ka-importante na may mga platforms na ganito na pinag-uusapan natin? For example, tayo pa lang. Gaano ka-importante na nakakapag-usap tayo tungkol sa mental health?
Importante siya kasi community siya of mental health warriors. When we started Keep Going Baguio, we started also Alpas Mental Health Community. And then, right now, sa city, may Baguio City Mental Health Council. It's a combination of warriors and professionals. So, that alone gives us platforms to eventually help other people and realize na hindi tayo nag-iisa. Kasi parang pag iniisip natin na mag-isa tayo, the more we are afraid to reach out to other people, to tell them na nahihirapan tayo. Pero there are opportunities and there are platforms or people who would really help. So, i-plug ko lang. So, we have the public hospitals. We have BGH. I'm doing talk therapy with Psych Start, so under Sir Georgette. So, may mga ganun po. We should not be ashamed na to ask for help.
Pero tingin po ba natin, the community is now open and we are embracing na meron talagang mental health problems? Kasi before, parang yan ang problem, na nag-iinarte lang yung mga yan or wala naman talagang ganyan. Ngayon po, masasabi ba natin na people are now open or ina-acknowledge na nila yung mga ganitong mga bagay?
Yes, actually, way back 2007 talagang ang hirap nung process. And I myself didn't want to come out na mental health warrior. Pero ngayon, there are people who are coming out. There are a lot of mental health warrior groups in Baguio alone. So, eventually, tulong-tulong sana with the Baguio City Mental Health Council, both private and non-government sectors, ganon. So, sana, continuing yung mga efforts the City Council alone has, dive into the efforts na ayusin nga and address this mental health concerns, especially after the pandemic, di ba, nag-shoot out yung lahat ng mga mental health problems. And according to statistics nga, under the Persons with Disability Affairs Office, marami na ang lumalabas na may mental health issues ngayon.
With that, ma'am, saan nila kayo pwedeng i-contact? Saan pwedeng lumapit? May mga Facebook ba ang inyong mga grupo or ano po?
As of now, I have my own Facebook as an advocate and as a writer. However, there are Baguio City Mental Health Council members na ma-reach out like BGH, the mental health unit ng City Health Services Office. And maraming avenues. So, I would be probably integrating sa writing ko in a certain local newspaper.
Wow.
So, hopefully matuloy. And I would be introducing yung mga council members.
Wow.
So, hopefully, let's keep our fingers crossed.
Yes. So, thank you so much, ma'am. Message na lang sa lahat ng warriors natin. And baka may idadagdag pa po kayo.
Sabi nga nila, hindi madali ang mga bagay-bagay. And mental health is a culmination of things. Pero laban lang tayo. We eventually survive and we look for people who would really help us and who would journey along with us. So we think, I personally thank everyone for the opportunity, for the writing community at Books and Press under CBCC, yung Creative Baguio City Council. It has been a part of my journey then. And then yung mental health, mga mental health community, mga advocates, and a lot more. Actually, marami akong kailangang pasalamatan. Pati my publisher ng upcoming books ko, si Ma'am Kate of Late Art Publishing. Wow. So, there are many ways to advocate talaga.
Yes, ma'am. Ayun, ma'am, and maraming salamat kasi isa ka sa mga nag-a-advocate. Alam ko na aside from you helping yourself, no, na to really keep going, sabi mo nga, di ba, keep going Baguio. Alam ko na marami ang nai-inspire at marami ang nafe-feel na meron silang makakausap. Kaya maraming salamat, Ma'am Leslie.
Maraming salamat din.
Ayan na, mga ka-MB, hanggang kaya nating makatulong, hanggang kaya nating makinig, ano, ay makinig tayo at let's spread the good vibes, let's spread love, let's listen to our friends, family, let's ask them. Paminsan-minsan, tanungin naman natin sila kung kamusta sila. Ayan, once again, Ma'am Leslie Dulfo, ano, ang ating book author and mental health advocate. Mamaya naman, ano naman kaya ang ating pag-uusapan, ano pang ating advocate, lahat yan sa pagbabalik ng Morning Balitaktakan.